welcome. Welcome everyone. It's Monday, yeah? It's not usually a day where I host events, but I'm actually alone in the house, so I'm able to make a little bit of noise. And I thought, I know yesterday there was a plan for an event, and unfortunately we didn't have participants. And I thought that maybe today could be a nice day for a little bit of sword fighting with a low pressure type of tournament, the way I like to call them. Some tournaments where it's not about being sweaty or winning winning the event. It's more about testing characters, having fun. So this is technically a minor tournament on our server because it basically forces you to use multiple characters. But at the same time, I think it's a very good opportunity for most people to kind of test out a couple of their more trustworthy characters, because as you know, we have players who like to rely mostly on one character whenever they fight in competitive tournaments, or they rely on two, three, or maybe they just like to change a lot. So the concept today is basically you use three different characters and you use them in a best of three against another player. But if you lose, you will basically lose the characters that you lost with, and you will have one remaining character that is going to help you in the lower bracket. As you climb the lower bracket, if you manage to get back to the final, you will be granted resurrection to one of your dead characters. So it's going to be a 2 versus 3 final, and players are going to fight until nobody has characters left. Why it's a 2 versus 3? Because obviously the winner's bracket winner has never lost, so he will have a slight advantage over the lower bracket player. Another thing to mention is that the left side player will choose their character first, and the right side player will have to choose their character after. Then when we switch sides, we're going to do the same thing. And obviously if it goes to the third fight, it doesn't really matter anymore because there's only one character left, so there's no counter picking. Why am I applying this rule? Is precisely because I want this to have a little bit of an element of strategy, which is basically what character are you going to start with? What character are you going to maybe put at risk in a best of three? What character are you saving for lower bracket in case things go south? Like, are you going to go with your worst character, or are you going to keep somebody that you can rely on even in the lower bracket? Will you change your characters based on who the other player uses, and so on? So there's going to be a little bit of an element of strategy here tonight, and yeah, I'm actually very excited to see how it goes. Just a quick info here on who's using who. So Subu has selected Bara, Jan, and Sam. Info is going with Marie, Jan, and Kalk. Chesses is going with Laszlo, Tarna, and Kalk. I'm going with Isabella, Jan, and Connor. Pico is going with Connor, Marta, and Zera. Julian is going with Sam, Jacek, and Tarnowski. Oak is going with Kalk, Laszlo, and Marina. And Luck is going with Isabella, Jan, and Barabash. I have to say, out of all of the characters that I see here, I probably see, when I'm looking at Luck, he has mained all these three characters. He still switches to Barabash every now and then. Sorry about that. And I would also say that Pico has played Connor, Martha, and Zero a lot. Not to say that all the other players haven't played the characters that they selected today. It's just that when I look at these lineups, I see these two players actually maining these characters for a long time. Anyway, we're now 1 minute until start time, so I started a little bit earlier just to give you a little bit of a heads up. So we're gonna start the tournament right now. I'm going to show you guys the participants. We're gonna shuffle, obviously. Let's shuffle it. Today is the 11th. 1 plus 1 is 2, so let's shuffle it 2 times. 1, 2. Let's have a look at the bracket. Oak versus Julian, Luck versus Pico, Info versus me, Chesses versus Subu. This is an 8-man tournament. Double elimination, as I said. We're going to play 6 flags. We're going to use the Wine Cellar map. We haven't used that map in a while, and it's a really nice map to play on. And I've been planning for 3 hours of play today. So if the tournament ends really fast, then maybe I can throw another one after. We'll see how it goes throughout the event, how fast it's gonna go. If not, then that's okay. Here we go. So as I said, we're gonna start with Oak versus Julian. First fight. Oak has brought some really strong competitors here. Yeah, by the way, let me show you guys the mod. Yeah, so we're using the 1.1, as you guys already know. We're gonna switch here to 6 flags. And as I said, Oak has brought some nice characters, and he also brought Marina, and he was saying on the server that he found some things with Marina, so I think this is actually a perfect opportunity for him to try her out a little bit and see how it goes. Let's get Julian in as well. Oak is going to start on the left, which means that he will have to choose his character first. Yeah, because counter picking is a thing here in this tournament. It's basically strategy. So yeah, Julian, let me see again. Julian has Sam, Jacek, and Tarna. I think Subu's here as well.
Hey, Venator.
Yeah, welcome. How are you?
Doing good.
Oh, there's Subu.
How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing just fine. Just had some free time on my hands here, and I thought it would be nice to, you know, throw something fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I had another thing actually in mind, but I felt that it was a little bit too complex, considering that you know, it's a Monday, maybe people do not pay too much attention to what's going on, and I thought maybe we're gonna go with something a little bit more easier to understand, because this concept is also pretty straightforward. I would say, like, you basically have 3 characters and you have to win. That's kind of
Right.
kind of the whole thing. And yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. Oak takes left, Julian takes right side. Oak will pick his first character. He goes with Marina first, and Julian goes with Sam. So as I said, counter picking is encouraged here in this event, because that's obviously part of the strategy. Like somebody picks first, and then you have to pick your character based on his pick. Here we go. We're on the wine cellar map.
Oh, nice. Goes right in.
Yeah. Just to note, flags do not matter here. I know that you're used to my events being important when it comes to number of flags. In here, it's just about wins.
Okay.
Oh, goes low. Oh, nice snap cut.
Nice, hits the head.
Yeah, 3 now for Oak. Oh, try to push there.
Oh, nice. Boss move there.
Yeah.
Oak is very active. Julian may be a little bit flat-footed a few times. Good hit, though. He's changing that up now.
Yeah.
Oh, he wanted to push, I think, as well. But the dash was a bit of a mistake.
Yeah, and Oak anticipated it.
Nice try there. Ooh, slow attack there. Yeah, and Oak takes it there.
Oh, tries to go
Oh,
low.
nice try from Oak.
Yeah, Marina's forward cuts are really good, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Covers up. Oh,
Nice
pushed
push.
her from the side step there.
Yeah.
But Oak still needs one more.
Oh, punch into grab. Interesting.
Oh, I think they both hit each other there, but I think Julian got the wrong end of the stick there. Oh, nice side step.
Nice. Nice bet. Now it's quite disputed.
Yeah, if you win the match, it doesn't matter if you lost one of the sets. Oh, nice one.
Oh, nice leg void.
Yeah. 1-0 here for Oak. We're gonna swap sides. Now Julian is gonna pick first. But if you lose the fight, it's going to matter who you lost with, because those characters are not gonna be available in the lower bracket. Only the character that you won with, or if you lost to 0, the remaining character. Okay, swapping sides. Yeah, Yatsik. Oh, no, Oak, you have to pick another character. You can't use the same character. So every time is a different character.
Looking to finish this here. Obviously, Oak's got 2 mains in the rear, so either choice is good. But I think Laszlo is a good way to match the Azure speed.
Yeah, I think I did not explain that properly in the announcement. So if you guys, if you're listening, so every time you have to use a different character, like in every set, it needs to be a different one.
Oh, lunge attempt is punished.
Yeah.
Julian with 1.
Yeah, Oak hasn't played Laszlo in some time, and well, I'm pretty sure he hasn't forgotten how to play him, but probably a little bit rusty. And I think actually Julian, I think he mains Yatsik. I think he plays him more than other characters that I've seen him with.
Yeah, Julian's a very flat-footed sort of fencer. He likes to stand his ground.
Yeah, that helps with defense, I'd say.
Yeah, Bolt's kind of the opposite. He's always looking for angles, moving back and forth. Ooh.
Nice. A good start here for Julian. Oh,
Good usage of Yazic's quick cuts there. Oak is at bay there.
double.
Almost got tagged again. Good exchange here.
Yeah, Julian seems confident. Oh, goes with the thrust there. Double.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she
Good
exchanged.
hit to the arm.
Oh,
Oh, loses the trade this time. Good read from Oak.
double.
Deep lunge, making it 3-3. Yeah, Oak's adapting, and Julian's gotta change something, I think. Sometimes he's standing a little bit too still, and I think he's being picked apart as a result.
Nice.
Nice.
4-3. If Julian feels that Jacek is his best character, even if he loses here, I think he needs to make it a fight here so he can win this set,
Mm-hmm.
so he can save this character for the lower bracket in case something happens. And this is some good advice for everybody in the tournament. Like if you have a character that you really rely on, you need to focus on winning with that one more, even if you lose the best of 3. So you can still use him in the lower bracket.
Almost tagging Oak there. Good try. Oh, yeah.
Got him there. 4-4.
Back wide. Good try from Oak, actually. Oh, and went for a... Yeah.
Yeah, probably spammed the button a little bit there and got caught. 5-4.
Yeah, Oak's playing this really well, trying to move in and out and then catch him on the riposte attempt. Nice.
Nice. Oak wins 2-0. Julian is not eliminated. He will be fighting soon enough in the lower bracket, but Julian right now has only Tarna left to use in the lower bracket. Okay, we're moving on to the second fight, which is Luck versus Pico. I think this one is going to be very interesting. And I mentioned right before starting the tournament that I feel like these two have actually used a lot the characters that they're playing with today. Everybody else, like, they have a couple of characters that maybe they use recently, or maybe they just use every now and then, or maybe they just want to try out. But in this situation, I feel like they have a lot of experience with the characters in use, and some very interesting picks as well. And I think that they can kind of counter each other depending on how they're gonna play this. We'll see who Luck picks first. It's always a question, right? Like, who am I going with first? Like, am I going with my best, get a lead? Am I going with my worst? And so on. There's Pico. So again, Luck has Isabella, Jan, and Bara, and Pico has Connor, Marta, and Zera. Some interesting lineups. Luck starts left and will be picking first. Pico starts right and will be picking after. Jan for And Zera. Jan versus Zera. First fight. We'll see how the other two are going to be distributed. In case we get to a fair fight. Okay, here we go. I've always found this matchup a little bit, I don't know, weird.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty aggressive play there from Luck. That's how he used to play with Dion before. Gets caught there. Pico and his snap cut, his feints. Oh, there we go. Look at that cancel.
Again.
Yeah. Well, that cancel was interesting. He canceled that big move into something, to a low attack.
Mm-hmm. More cancels, then catches Luck again. Luck is trying to dictate the exchange, and Pekla is saying, no, I'm going to cancel, and I'm going to do whatever move I want, when I want.
Oh,
nice chop.
Yeah, Pico's very tricky with his... oh, he tried again.
Oh, nice try.
But Luck doesn't wait.
Yeah, Luck needs to find those opportunities to call him out.
Oh.
The push cut, actually.
I think Zera moved into it after getting hit, and that's why it looked that way. Yeah, Luck is gaining ground. There you go. Takes
Yeah,
the
there
lead.
we go. Yeah, reading Pekla's moves better now. Nice. That was perfect for that. Perfect opportunity. Pico trying to force it now. Gotta be careful. Beat down, but Luck moves away. There's a hit still. Pekla doing 4 attacks. Snap cut. His work. Now he's very exposed. Nice try from Luck. That was probably the best move to try and punish him with there, actually. It's just Pico is quick enough to block.
Oh, nice.
Goes low with the thrust. Perfect.
Yeah, Luck takes the first one. The start wasn't great, but he did take the first one. Okay, we're gonna swap sides now. Pico will choose his next character. And again, this is also another interesting strategic point. Like, you lost the first one, what's your... Now you have to rely on a... Now you have to use a character that you know that can keep you in the fight. And he's going with Connor versus Bara. There you go.
Yeah, I think Bara was the best pick for Luck here. Isabella would be tough, from what I've seen.
Yeah, I think so too. Or maybe he wants to
I won't say this is...
Yeah, maybe he wants to keep her like, okay, if I have to fight for the win, I might as well just use my best character.
Right, yeah. Yeah, and all I was going to say is, I don't think it's easy here for Bara. Connor is a menace, but I think Bara just has tools that can work if Connor makes some mistakes.
Oh. Yeah, Connor has some really good stuff, but he also kind of struggles into initiating offense unless it's the dash push or something like that. So if the opponent, nice one. If the opponent does not give him too many opportunities to strike, he can be in trouble.
High guard into low cut. Look fast as always, and I think he canceled the sidestep. I don't know if it would have worked, but canceling definitely ensured he was going to eat something there. I don't blame him for doing that, though. That's a very common tactic with Barabash. You dash somewhere, and then you don't actually sidestep. but you fake it.
Oh,
Nice.
they try to dodge it again. Didn't work.
There, it goes through with the sidestep this time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a move that works really well against shield characters. Actually,
One.
nice.
Yeah, nice low cut. That's another one I would say. As luck has discovered an A cut is good here too. Because that stab.
Yeah, that stab is quite slow, so. Oh, try to go low. Got punished. But yeah, luck is just one flag away from sending Pico's Marta to the underground.
Bunch of attacks from Pico going, wow, in the upcut there, but no kill. Connor's cutting power is okay, but it's not impressive, despite the fact that he's got a big broadsword. But it's probably good for balancing, given that he's got a shield.
Pico gets one back. Luck needs to be careful here. There are only 6 flags.
Oh, could have pushed him maybe? Tough to say. Oh, there it is. No kill though. Oh, they both snap cut it at the same time. That gives perspective as to the speed of Connor's snap cuts. It literally matched Baravash, but there you go.
Great sidestep. Luck wins 2-0, and Pico will be fighting in the lower bracket, and will be using Marta there. And we'll be fighting Julian, so we already know the matchup there. It's going to be Tarnavsky versus Marta. Next fight is going to be Info versus me. Info has gone with Marie, Jan, and Kalk. And I have Isabella, Jan, and Connor. We'll see how this one goes. Info's Marie's gotten a lot better, and we've seen what she can do with Jan. She got to that in the Olympics. She got to the Polar Saber final, even strengthening the idea that Jan is the best rapier, since the rapier user managed to take him there. There's Info. Alright, Info will be starting on the left, so we'll see what character she is going to pick. Gonna go with Marie first. I think I am going to go with Jan. Here we go.
Yeah, Jan's a very good pick here, I'd say. Hard to think of a bad pick against Marie, to be honest, but I don't know, maybe Hassan struggles because of the height. Oh!
Yeah.
Stab to the body.
Yeah, maybe even Marta Kalk or Jendrik could struggle. Not saying that they can't beat her, but they may have a tougher time than some other characters.
Nice chop. Yeah, Venator's goal here is pretty simple, and I think Info is trying to expose herself as little as possible. Well, I was gonna say while maintaining range, but the double lunge doing the complete opposite of that. There's the triangle. I said Info does. She sometimes gets in your face when you don't quite expect it. Goes low. I think, yeah. Yeah, he follows it up with a cut.
I was expecting that low thrust to hit her head.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the thrust managed to intercept it, I suppose. Double lunge from too close. Does not land with the point because of that, but a good dash in. Nice triangle. Info's very good with that, actually. And as right as Venator is backing off, ensuring that the point lands. There's a good cut there, getting some damage at least, which is better than nothing. But Info definitely is going to be looking to win this by way of the point. There it is, yeah, those cuts not quite doing the job, but the thrust does. They do set it up though, so that was still really good. Corkscrew there. Info's ready for these moves and goes for a triangle to try and distance trap Venator. Venator's the back wide, beating down the double lunge. And the dash A. Venator wasn't ready for it. And Info might just win this with Marie, which would be pretty huge, I think. Regardless of how this goes down the road. And there was a grab attempt, but Venator's ready for those. Now it's not so clear. And I expect Venator will really lock in here. He definitely wants to defeat Marie. And given how powerful Jan is as a character, it's always good to keep him if you can. There's another kill. Oh, so Jan is one of his mains, I'd say. Obviously, Isabella is his primary main, but he's played tons and tons of Jan, so best to not risk losing him if you can help it for Venator.
Oh, nice.
Oh, but there's a stab. Nicely done from Info.
Nice, nice. Well played. Alright, I am going to swap sides now. I feel Bara is doing a little bit better in this fight.
Yeah, I could see that. His blade beats are just faster.
Yeah. Oh, let me swap the name, sorry. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, so Info can feel pretty good as far as a lot, saving her main here. Now let's see if she can secure the win. At this point, that's the goal, of course. A tall order against Venator's Isabella. Double. But saving Jan for the Connor, I think, is very good. That's also what Info has done here by picking Calc. Strongest saber in the game, so definitely a good idea to pick against Connor. Calc, I think a lot of people don't like the matchup he has against Connor. And he can do pretty well against Isabella as well, so even just from that perspective, it's a pretty good pick, I would say. Surprised that cut didn't land, despite the fact that Venator was pushing. Interesting. But very good pressure from Venator all the same. He's doing the right thing. largely just using tight attacks and applying pressure to Calc so that his reach advantage is nullified. And Info a bit late on that follow-up. And yeah, more pressure from Venator. That stab attempt. The thrust. Another thrust. Good from Venator. A-cut. And into a stab there, dashing right into it. Good preemptive from Info. Yeah, Venator's looking to really secure that lead with this pressure. Info with some good patience this time, though. But she needs to find those opportunities to take back ground. Because if Venator keeps going on the offensive like this, he keeps dictating the pace of the fight. At some point, Info will crack. Initiative is very important here. And Info can't afford to surrender all of it. Even if you're trying to play a patient Calc, it's not a good idea. Nicely done. And that's... yeah, Info is making some nice adjustments. And now the lead really is not so clear. It's one flag only, which can change very quickly. I've been the follow-up this time working very well for Venator. Needs one more now. That flag was huge, I think, for Venator. Because sometimes when you have a lead and your opponent just wins flag after flag, things can just collapse. And there, Venator manages to secure the win in the end.
Alright, it's 1-1. We're gonna swap sides. Whatever happens here, I did save Isabella, so that's good. And we already know the characters in the final round.
Yep.
So it's gonna be his Jan against my Connor.
Thinking about the skin. Okay, let's see what happens here. Probably the best pick Info could have possibly had for Connor here. But again, Connor, I would say, is among the top tier characters, so still not an easy time for Jan. Info will still have to figure some things out. It's not as simple as, you know, fighting a Laszlo or anything like that. Even Jan's thrust meta, it can work on shields, I found, but you have to place the corkscrew just right. You can't just throw it anytime you want, and if it does hit the shield or it hits the basket, you're setting yourself up for being stabbed. Unless you back Y very quickly or something and get lucky. Good use of the high guard to low cut, which often throws people off. It is a little slow though, that's the only risk with it. I like how Venator's varying his attacks. That's really the best way to use Connor. Obviously the London is very famous, but...
yeah, I really like that move because it kind of seems a little bit like a Legionnaire's Gladius attack. Like, you know, behind the shield with the thrust.
Yeah.
I think a Legionary skin would be nice for Connor.
Yeah, and they did plenty of cutting as well, contrary to popular belief, so the cuts would also make perfect sense. I believe there's actually an account where we're told, like, the Romans straight up, like, were cutting the arms off of Greek soldiers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, just
They
going
were
ham.
thick blades, so they would be very powerful.
Yeah, nice stab. And that's actually a flawless for Venator, as we were talking about the Romans a little bit.
Yeah, GG. 2-1 for me. But Info will continue in the tournament, and we'll be using Marie, actually. because she managed to win with her, and she will be fighting the loser of this particular fight that is going to happen right now, which is Chesses versus Subu. Here we go. Chesses on the left, Subu on the right. We're going pretty fast with this one, it seems. Let me see who Chesses picked. So he's got Laszlo, Tarna, and Kalk. These are his. Oh, by the way, just give me 1 second. I have an order coming in. I'll be right
Yeah, no
back
problem.
in 2 minutes. Alright, just 1 minute.
Yeah. Well, I think that's his phone. Your yawn is very poor. I don't agree, Info. Your yawn is very good. But yeah, you definitely should be happy with having saved Marie all the same. I don't disagree there. I mean, literally, if you're good with stabbing, yawn is pretty straightforward from there. You just mix in those cuts and know when to throw them, and you're good to go. He's pretty easy to pick up.
Sorry about that. Let's get
Yeah, no
chesses
problem.
in. And we're gonna have some really nice fights here. Chess is a newer player that proved in almost every tournament that he's been in that he's not easy to defeat. And given the fact that we're gonna have here some, you know, some new characters tried out and whatnot, it's gonna be an interesting match against Subu. Chesses starts on the left, Subu starts on the right. Let's see their first picks. Let's see. Chesses is going with Kalk. And Subu will keep his main. I think that's a smart choice. Bara can do well against Kalk. Alright, start of the fight. Nice side step there from Subu. Snatches the first flag. Nice chop. Gets the second. Tried the thrust there. It was actually a good intention there, but Subu blocked it with his initial wind up from the side step. 3. Another good chop. 4. Yeah, Chesses needs to tighten up here a little bit. It's not all lost. Every flag starts from the same position. 5 now. That's it. Chesses gets his first kill. And again, another good chop. I think Chesses was trying to react to it a little bit too much, and Subu starts here strongly against Chesses, but there's still 2 fights to go. Chesses has Laszlo and Tarnavsky left. Swap sides, please. Let's see who Subu brings for his second fight here. Subu's going with Jan, and Chesses is going with Tarna. And maybe he's going with Tarna because maybe he wants to preserve Laszlo. I know that he is a very good Laszlo player, actually. If that's so, it could be a smart choice. Because he's thinking, okay, if I pick Laszlo and win, then I would still have to play with Tarna. So maybe I'm just gonna see how Tarna does now. And the worst case scenario, I'm still gonna keep Laszlo in the lower bracket. So yeah, I think that's smart from Chesses, if that was his reasoning. Nice one. 2 here for Subu. And for Subu, it was pretty clear because Jan could do well against almost anybody, so doesn't matter much. Nice grab. 3. Nice scalp. 4. lot of sidestep attempts there from Chesses. Oh, gets to the 5th one. Yeah, Subu means business. Tries to scalping again, and there you go with the flawless victory. Another flawless today. And Subu wins this fight 2-0. But Chesses still has one more card in his sleeve, which is Laszlo. And he will be using him against Info a little bit later in the lower bracket. Now we're moving on to round 2. And there we have Oak versus Luck. And this one is going to be very interesting. Also,
very good game, Chesses.
Yeah, considering the ranking points, another win here in the winners bracket guarantees a top 3 spot for all players. And another reminder is that winning a tournament, regardless if it's minor, medium, or any other type of event, gets you in the run for the first sword title of the week. So this one counts as well. Let's get the Oak in as well. Oak. Maybe he's doing something. Let's give him one more call. And yeah, there is. Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah. So here we go. Luck starts on the left side, and Oak starts on the right side. We haven't seen, so both of them 1-2-0, and we haven't seen their mains fighting today. We haven't seen Isabella from Luck, and we haven't seen Kalk from Oak. Oh, Laszlo almost picked the red boots there. You should have gone for it, Oak. It gives you a buff. Here we go.
Nice chop. Oh, nice. Oh, double. Oak maintaining a lead. Goes low. Always risky against Laszlo, though, for that reason. Yeah, Oak was watching my Expedition stream. That's why he was away briefly. Can't recommend that game enough, especially for the price tag. It's actually very cheap for a game of that quality these days. So, even though it's not on sale anymore, I don't think it's still a low price. Sidestep there, double. Oak knows this matchup very well, so I'm not surprised he's doing very well with Laszlo.
Yeah.
It can really go either way between these two, but Oak just seems a lot sharper.
Oh, I had the names wrong. Sorry about that.
Oh, I just noticed too, yeah. No worries. Nice. Belly lunge into snap cut to the head. That's a really interesting combo. Probably a good one to try against Laszlo because you get that stun, then you can get the kill shot. But Oak still securing it.
Alright, which means that now I don't have to change the names. So, Oak gets left side, Luck is on the right side. And Oak will have to use now Kalk or Marina. And he's playing with Marina, and Luck will use Jan or Isabella.
Isabella, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it actually kind of feels... I feel like Isabella could do a little bit better than Jan here. Because of the range, and also she has a better push. If that's...
Yeah, that's a good point. High guard there, punished. Doesn't go for the cut. Yeah, Oak's just going in. Same as he does with Laszlo, but with Marina.
Yeah, goes low.
High guard cut. Almost landed, I think, actually, believe it or not. Just the way that looked. But Oak's movement keeps him out of danger, and nice sidestep. Taking Lux Isabella out would be pretty huge.
Yeah, and it would give the other players in the lower bracket maybe... Well, he's still gonna keep Jan, so I'm not sure how much that changes things, but...
Ooh. Yeah, I just don't see Luck playing as much Jan lately. He doesn't seem as happy with his current meta and stuff like that. So, yeah, he definitely wants to win here. Yeah.
Yeah, if Luck manages to win here, we're gonna go into a very interesting third set, which would be Jan.
Yeah. Ooh. Went for a snap cut. I've actually seen that work before, so I see why he tried it. In this particular matchup, in fact. Very good off the push in particular. But it can tag a Marina who's overthrowing as well. Yeah, good patience there. Oak was going for the 1-2, which is also something he sometimes does with Laszlo, although it's usually a more special combo. This one's a lot more basic, but similar concept. Nice. Yeah, there's an example of it working this time. Oak moved a little too close, maybe. Oh, he went, I think, long guard into high guard, and that's probably why it landed. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah. Patience by Luck. He knows Oak is going for those two-piece combos. So he blocks both of them first before he does anything. But that low cut, wow, that came out of nowhere. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That
well,
okay. Good patience.
that move. Okay, it's 1-1 now. And now Luck is going to be on the left again. Oak is going to be on the right. And we're going to have Jan versus Kalk. And I think this is anybody's game. Luck, indeed, he hasn't played Jan recently. And Oak has actually played a lot of Kalk. But I still think this fight is going to be very balanced. It's just that the way Luck plays Jan is could be quite difficult for a Kalk.
Chop, double. Ooh, delayed blade beat actually. Corkscrew is countered on the windup. Good preemptive there.
Nice.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, similar with Bar, Luck here is probably looking to land that decisive cut against Calc. Because, yeah, stuff like this can happen. I think Jan might be a slightly better cutter. And he does have the chop that goes straight to the head. Oh, good stab. Ooh, that low thrust. Luck doing a good job of canceling it as soon as possible while still enabling the damage. It's a classic trick with Jan at this point. You cancel the thrust, but still threaten the opponent with a lethal hit. It's one of those things that should be fixed, but, you know, if it's there, you should use it. Calc actually has a similar thing, so it's not like they're on uneven ground in that regard. But yeah, you should use everything you've got. And they're both playing very well.
3-2 for Oak here.
Yeah, there it is. Corkscrew. Good discipline by Oak.
Yeah, caught him there. Luck needs to have a little bit more patient aggression. Because Kalk is doing exactly that. Kalk is just trapping you all the time.
Nice, wow.
Use the speed there to his advantage.
Yeah. Little thrust again. The basket doing wonders. Yeah, that sidestep a little bit slow. I see why he did it, but Oak called him out. Good try, and yeah, you gotta be ready for that back axe.
Nice
Hit to the head, though.
Yeah. Kind of went in with it. And yeah, Luck actually has a shot here. He was kind of playing catch up though with oh, nice one to the body. Body push.
Double. Push cut there. Feints. There's a stab. Oak nearly tagging Luck there, I would say. Yeah, Luck is so fast with that cancel. Hit to the head. Anybody's game now.
Yeah, as I said, it's gonna be very close. Here we go. Last flag.
Yeah, again, goes low. Oak with good discipline, though. Oh, and the chop doesn't connect.
It was parried, actually. It was parried by Kalk's forward cut. And Oak wins it 2-1. Very good game there by Luck, but he will have a chance to come back. He will have his Isabella in the lower bracket, and there aren't actually too many fights. there. Oak is in the semifinals. Now it's gonna be me versus you, first fight.
Mm-hmm.
And after this fight, we're gonna go to the lower bracket and do some of the fights there. And then we're gonna be back. Okay. I am starting on the left side. You are going to start on the right.
Okay.
That sucks.
Thanks. Oh, what? I think I did a boss move by mistake somehow.
I don't understand why Blade beats him when he's not long guard. That seems a little.
Probably because it hits the weak.
I
Because that's usually what happens if the weaks hit.
Not it kind of drags him towards him.
Yeah, his blade beat and his weak blade animations are very terrible for him. Oh, what? Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, cut didn't connect there. Oh,
I
GG.
thought I was I thought I was outside of it. I tried to bait it.
Yeah, deceptive range.
Yeah.
Good try.
Yeah, GG. Alright. You are now on the left side.
Nice. Nice. We're using our mains now. Gotta like it.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. Oh, what the
Whoa. Yeah, I saw that a few times at this tournament, actually, I think. Once or twice. Not with these characters, but... Alright, GG.
1-1. Down to the last fight, which is gonna be a mirror, actually. Jan. Going with the Cossack Jan.
Yeah. Oh, what? Oh, come on. What the fuck's happening? What? Okay.
I went with the meme there. I knew that anything could happen. I just went with it.
I should
Really,
have grabbed, maybe.
yeah, I really love
Yeah.
those exchanges.
Okay.
A famous one that I have is against Ezekiel in a tournament. I threw like 20 attacks.
Oh, man. Yeah. Cut didn't go through, GG.
GG. 2-1. Good fights. Subu will be fighting in the lower bracket. Still has Sam, although not the one of his mains. Still a character that he can do very well with. And we're going there right now in the lower bracket. And we have best of one fights here. And the first one is going to be Julian versus Pico. And by the way, whoever wins the lower bracket, I mean gets back to the final, will have the right to resurrect character. Julian versus Pico. Julian has... let me see. Tarnavsky left, and Pico has Marta left. Just one fight with the last guard. What's his name? Julian. And immediately after that, we're gonna do Info versus Chesses. Info saved Marie, and Chesses has Laszlo left. Try again, Julian. There he is. Okay, Julian takes the left, Pico takes the right. Tarnavsky versus Malta. A single fight of 6 flags. Winner continues in the competition. The loser will be eliminated. And the winner of this one is actually going to face Subu very soon, actually.
Nice.
There's just like one fight in between.
First kill there for Julian. Very opposite characters here, so it's pretty clear what Julian wants and what Pico wants. Julian doing a great job with those chops, displacing the rapier or just calling Pekla out. Pekla tries to go in, maybe a bit too close there, but I like the fact he was trying to take initiative back at least. That's why I think he tried there too. It was also a good move. So stab. Yeah, Tarna can stab as well. Although he's very, very good at cutting. Stabs there. And, okay, nicely done with the push. That was close. High guard from Julian. He's brave with that, but it's a good way of calling Pekla out with the maximum range he can. But he doesn't do the follow-up after the high guard, which was a bit of a mistake. Maybe he doesn't know about it, though. Double. Yeah, we might see a lot of these, actually.
Yeah.
It's often Tarna's only chance if he takes a hit. And he's pretty good at doing that. A little thrust there. I almost didn't see it. Pekla did a good job with that, but no kill. Yeah, the risk against Marta is if you're doing all these wide movements, that means more time to recover. Where Marta can just recover really quickly even if you did get the blade beat. So it's often best to use the tightest move you can to blade beat, and Tarna has very few that are widely applicable. So when Tarna does those big cuts, what he really wants is to hit Marta like that right off the bat instead of focusing on blade beats. Oof. It's a similar issue that Isabella has if she goes with high guard or something that's really powerful like that. It's actually better to do a tighter move instead for the same blade beat.
Oh, nice.
Good sidestep. One more needed. Going for blade beats, Pico. Yeah, and that's the danger. You could see Julian got a blade beat in, but couldn't find the opportunity to follow up until later. Good stab. Very disputed. Stab to the armpit. Good usage of those stabs. I don't think Pico was expecting them. And that's actually another way to keep it tight. Just, use long guard. Throw a stab when Marta's open. Maybe you can follow it up with some cuts if it doesn't land too. Oh, just called him out. Nice.
Exam there, as you said.
Yeah.
And Pico actually wins the fight. Julian, thank you very much. Great fights. There is a good chance that we're gonna do a tournament after this. I'll make a decision immediately after we finish with the lower bracket early rounds. If we're still in good time, we might throw something after. I was thinking about something like maybe wooden weapons or something that goes like fast, and it's like fast paced. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how we do with time after these fights. Um, okay. The winner of Pico is gonna fight Subu a little bit later. Info versus Chesses is next. We already know the characters, which are Marie for Info and Laszlo for Chesses. Here we go. Sorry, Oak said sorry. Was watching Subu's Expedition 33 stream.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a good excuse. There's Chesses. Yeah, I heard it's a good game.
It is, yeah.
With parries and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they take a bit to get used to, but at least the dodging is more forgiving. So obviously, like the way it works is like the parries, you can get a counter immediately after if you parry all the attacks, but the timing is tighter. So often, certainly when you're newer, it's better to dodge.
Info left Chesses, right? Yeah. Here we go.
And there's no puzzles really. I know you're concerned about puzzles in a lot of these games. I mean, there's one that's mild where it's like you find 3 targets and shoot them to get an item, but that's you just have to look around and find them. And you don't have to do it; it's optional. So there's really not anything for puzzles.
Yeah, I
So
don't know. I'm not
the
against
puzzle is the
puzzles.
fighting.
It's just that
Yeah,
sometimes some games they're just kind of focus way too much on
yeah,
puzzles and it kind
yeah,
of kills the fun.
yeah. This is definitely not that. So plenty of action and stuff.
All right, Chesses with a good start here scores the first flag.
Yeah, the worst part is when a puzzle is just inserted in the game for seemingly no reason other than to annoy the player. Like, it makes no narrative sense that it's there.
Yeah, or almost just to kind of prolong the experience, a little bit, so
Mm-hmm.
people can like they spend more time in game. So,
Mm-hmm.
but, anyway, 1-1. Oh, the push there, grab.
Nice stab. Another stab. This can be a little bit rough for Laszlo, but I have seen Laszlo win as well.
Yeah, there is a particular meta way to play Laszlo against Murray. Obviously, I'm not gonna tell Chesses here what to do, but
Yeah.
Info is also not really making Marie work recently. And
Low
maybe she's
cuts.
not even
That was
winning.
good.
She's not winning tournaments, but I've seen Info winning some matchups that just like a few weeks ago or a few months ago they seemed impossible to win, like against Barabash or Isabella or and even Laszlo, I would say is
Mm-hmm.
nice
Nice.
forward cut. 3-2. The winner of this fight will meet Luck shortly. This
Big cuts.
going pretty fast.
Nice.
Nice one. 3-3.
Yeah, that was perfect. Right to the head, too, because Marie's short. Yeah, he's handling himself well in this matchup, I would say. Oh! Needed long guard there. But even then, sometimes it's it's a tough one to block. Preemptive blade beat from Info, and actually, Chessus wins that one.
Yeah, 4-4.
Down to the wire. Lots of pressure for both of them. They should be... If Cheezels wins this one, he should be pretty happy with it. Don't let the fact Info's playing Marie fool you. This is a tough player that he's going 1-for-1 with, and that's huge.
Yeah, I actually lost my match against Info, so... And also using Jan. So definitely a very good win.
Oh, almost. Just a bit too far there. The intention was good.
Down to the last flag now.
Yeah. Punch. That's it. Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, Chesses wins it. Last flag.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Hope to see you in the next one, which is probably going to happen. As I said, I'm just going to let these two fights end, and then I'm probably going to make an announcement. Subu versus Pico next. Sam versus Marta. Here he is. Subu is taking left side. Pico is taking right side. And immediately after that, we're going to have Luck versus Chesses. And after that, we're going back to the winner's bracket for my fight against Oak. Nice one. COVID exam. Pico gets the first one. This match is always very interesting. I'd say Subu really knows how to play this fight, but he needs to be patient. Exchanges here in this flag. So we're trying to go low. Oh, finally gets the kill there. It looked like Pico wasn't very sure on what to do. Hit each other there. Pico a lot more patient than usual in this fight. Oh, nice thrust. And even Subu said it on Friday, that's a pretty underrated move. Went in there. Nice one to the head. 2-2 now. 3-2 now. lot of cuts there thrown. Land. Oh, and Subu just a little bit counter time there. 3-3. This fight might go down to the last flag, the way it's looking. Oh, again some black magic there from Pico. Pico lands one attack there. And the back Y for the first time in this match. And Pico has 3 match points here. This is where Subu is at his most dangerous. He has many comebacks from this court. Oh, and he gets hit there. And Pico actually, with a little bit of more of a patient gameplay, manages to win this fight 6-3, and we'll continue in the
GG
in the competition. And now we're gonna have Luck versus Chessis. Luck can use Isabella after winning with her, and Chessis will be using Laszlo. Let's get these two in. Okay, there's Chessis, there is Luck. Luck is taking left side. Chessis is taking right side. The winner of this fight will qualify to the semi-final and will be facing Pico for a spot in the top 3, and obviously for continuing in the tournament. I think Isabella versus Laszlo is always an interesting matchup, and definitely a winnable matchup here for Chessis, but defeating Lux Isabella is not easy. And Laszlo does have a couple of weaknesses against her, as she does against him, but oh,
nice stab.
Bold move there from Chessis, I have to say. But it worked. Yeah, he tries it again. This time he gets
Ooh.
1-1.
Yeah, good from Luck. Another thrust.
2-1.
A cut to the hand.
Yeah, Justice is playing this in a very simple manner. He doesn't seem to be intimidated by Luck, so he's just kind of doing his own thing, and that sometimes can be quite can be the key to success.
Trying to thrust out again. Luck with high guard. Oh, the retreat X there to the hand. Luck's got to be careful here. Loses 2 more flags. It's over.
Yeah, very unorthodox gameplay here from Chessis. It's not what you would usually expect from Laszlo. So far, it's worked.
Stab.
Again.
Calls out the high guard. Nice snap cut. Luck's very good at setting those up.
Yeah.
Thrust doesn't land. Luck's follow-up doesn't land, though. Oh my
For a
goodness.
thrust there and got single tempoed. 5-2,
Yeah.
and we might see a little bit of a surprise here. We'll see how Luck
Luck
manages.
marches forward.
Nice.
Wow.
Put some pressure
Nice.
on him. Follows up with the high guard straight on the head.
Yeah, Luck's not afraid either.
Oh,
Nice.
broke
Blast
through
through
his
with
guard
the
there,
weak of
yeah.
the blade. Yeah.
Yeah, Chesses needs to be careful here because
The knee. The push doesn't land. Oh, that's another hit.
that's it.
Yeah.
5-5.
Wow. Yeah, Luck just turning up the aggression, and it seems like taking initiative back was exactly what he had to do.
Yeah, 3 quick flags there.
Oh, but
Oh, the
the
same
stab again,
thing,
nice.
and he threw it at the exact same time when Luck switched stances, and that's what happened in the first flag as well.
Mm-hmm.
Went back to basics. It's a great fight though. 5
Yeah, it
to
was.
6, and Chesses will be fighting Pico. But we're gonna take a very short break, 3 minutes. I'm just gonna get some water and gonna post the announcement for the next one because it seems that we're gonna finish pretty fast. We have just a few fights left, and yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright. Oh, wait. Alright, I'm back. Posted the announcement. It's gonna be wooden sticks because it goes a little bit faster. We're gonna switch the map as well. We're gonna use the tavern map. We haven't played on that in some time. I think it's fitting for the wooden sticks. And yeah, you are all invited if you want to compete. But anyway, let's go with the next fight, which is me versus Oak in this one.
You put the Parsec link for the sign up link, by the way.
Oh, did I? My bad.
Yeah.
I thought I copied the thing. Yeah,
Yeah, no
the
worries.
Parsec link works as well. If we were in the arcade, you could. Here we go. Yeah, one time I actually wanted to post something and I was about to post like a link from work
Mm-hmm.
in the Discord because I didn't copy the correct thing. Okay, so it's me versus Oak, or where is Oak first? Let me see. I think it's Oak on the left. Yeah, Oak left side. I am on the right. Yeah, and also the tournament is gonna be 12 points in the winner's bracket and 8 points in the lower bracket, so it's gonna go a little bit faster, I think. Here we go. Oak is taking left. I am taking right. We still have all our characters since we're in the winner's bracket. Alright, he starts with Calc. And I am going to play another broadsword with a shield. So I'm gonna go with Connor. I'm not really a good Connor player, it's just that I played him recently quite a bit, so
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking maybe I should just go with characters that I'm a little bit warmed up with.
One so far. If anyone can take on Connor with Calc, Oak's probably the man. But
Exactly the
tough matchup.
same exchange as in the previous flag, but my timing was a little bit better this time.
Goes high with that thrust. Snap cut hits the head, I think, there.
Yeah.
Nice, damn. Yeah, it's turning out to be quite tough. Oak has actually said he thinks Samuel was the best pick against Connor, and the more I think about it, the more I agree. It just felt like even if I got pushed, I had a chance to backdash. and maybe I could set something up that was guaranteed to land. So even in that terrible outcome, I had some kind of answer. Yeah, very nice pick from Venator.
Yeah. Well, if he has a broadsword, then I have a broadsword with a shield, so
Mm-hmm.
usually it should go into the shield advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, with Marina, it's less clear. The Sabres tend to do well against her, ironically. But her blade is also shorter, whereas Connor's blade here is still pretty long, so...
Okay, I have to pick my character now. Um, let's go with Isabella. Interesting choice here. Because I was thinking maybe he would like to save Laszlo in case he loses, but probably he was probably thinking maybe I still have a chance here.
Yeah, I like it. They're both using their mains here. Well, Oak, of course, used Calc earlier. That's also one of his mains. As much as Laszlo at this point, but... Laszlo versus Isabella is just such a classic. Stab to the face. Something with Calc, by the way, that's kind of interesting, is that he does have some A and B cuts, but he doesn't have much that goes to the leg. He has the one leg thrust, I think, and that might be just about it, despite the fact that his blade is more than long enough to hit the leg readily. So that might be one of his biggest problems against Connor. And his A cuts, while good, they just don't have... He doesn't have any lunging ones like Laszlo, for instance, does. Venator's looking composed, and I can say from experience, he's very sharp today. Good in and out game from both of them. They know each other very well. It's similar to when I fight Venator. There's just a lot of this circling, testing each other, countering each other, but not stepping into measure to fall for the counters. A similar thing. Big cut. Yeah, each flag is being fought for valiantly, but Venator is just a little bit ahead right now. Stab aimed at the arm. High guard cut. X cut is immediately dealt with. That's what Oak does. He's so precise with Laszlo. B cut there. And I think the loss of Calc was pretty devastating for Oak. So it's very important that he wins here such that that doesn't matter. And that he stays in the winner's bracket. So there's a lot at stake at this point, and Venator has a very clear lead. I don't think Oak wants to be stuck with Marina, but he has been talking recently about how he just wants to see what she can do. So maybe he's happy to just test it out, but if he wants to win the whole thing, he'll be better off having his mains. And at this point, it's not looking too good. Venator has his number, it looks like, despite Oak playing very well. Just not finding those moments to punish Venator very often. The stab is a good try. We saw that working earlier, but doesn't land this time. Venator switching guards, goes for the thrust, is sidestepped, but is not killed just yet. The push is immediately punished. And actually, Oak is somebody who's known for comebacks as well, so... definitely not over. Yeah, definitely wants to win with Laszlo, whatever happens. Oh, but can't. As Venator does the follow-up.
Yeah. Great Laszlo there, as I remember him. This is kind of the same game of inches that we always play. All right. Pico versus Chesses is next, and after that, immediately they're gonna be fighting Oak. Oak has Marina left, but if Oak qualifies back to the final, he will have an additional character to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Still will be at a little bit of a disadvantage. Pico versus Chesses, right? Yeah, Pico is Marta, Chessus is Laszlo. Okay. Okay. Pico left side, Chesses right side. Another interesting fight, always Marta versus Laszlo. Damn, it's so hot.
Yeah, I don't know what happened this summer, but it sounds like Europe got the heat wave, and for some reason we didn't.
Yeah. I can't wait for this summer too.
Maybe.
To end,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah, autumn's always my favorite.
Yeah.
This season.
Oh, again, Laszlo's thrust from Chesses. I've said it earlier that he's actually a pretty good Laszlo. Oh, actually that first cut was very close to land. He tries to thrust again.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
Perfectly placed.
Yeah. Yeah, he's playing a really good point game right now. And with Sam, I was struggling so much because even the tight cuts were being punished really nicely.
Double.
Thrust attempt is immediately punished.
2. Catches him with some black magic there. 2-2. 4-2. Pico is playing pretty tactically here with Martha. We know that he likes to take a lot of risks, but he's actually quite patient and technical here with Marta, and that was a great kill. 4-2. Oh, and again. Wow. Looks like Zoro in there with the cuts. And we know that, yeah, Zoro skin would be nice. Yeah, great performance there from Pico. Congratulations. Congratulations to Chesses as well. A good tournament for him. 4th place, almost got the top 3. But good performance nonetheless. Managed to defeat a couple of good players. And now we're going to get Oak versus Pico. No more time for rest here, unfortunately. And quite an interesting matchup here, which is Marina versus Marta. The winner will face me in the final and will be able to revive one of their defeated characters. But in the final it's going to be a little bit different, because we're going to play until all the characters are eliminated. It's going to be a 2 versus 3. We've done it before in some of my events, if you remember. But each time it has to be a different character. Oak, try again, please. You got an error for some reason. There he is. Okay, Oak versus Pico, best of 1, 6 flags. Marina versus Marta. Honestly, I don't know what to expect from this match. But the way Oak plays Marina could be quite interesting. Here we go.
Goes low. Yeah, they're both feeling each other out. Pekla goes low again, but it's hitting the shield. Thrust push. Nice.
Yeah, the push obviously is one of major weapons against Marina, and Marta's push is actually not bad. Oh.
Thrust over top there. Nice.
Yeah, the way Pico played Marta today is mesmerizing. Really nice combination. Really nice punishes. Really enjoyed. I kind of forgot how well he can play Marta. Look at that. Perfect distance.
Yeah.
And
finding the low thrust this time.
And I like that he's hitting and then he's retreating and then he's hitting again. Like he's not. Yeah, it's quite beautiful to watch. 3 now. Oh. Kind of went through everything there. 4.
Yeah.
I think Pico's in the zone.
Yeah, it's a matchup we haven't seen a lot of, so a lot of people might think intuitively that Marina has the advantage, but I don't know if she does if the Marta player knows her full tool set, as Pico does. It actually might be a tough fight for Marina.
Oh, try to push there. Pico tries to push.
Oh, nice.
Caught. Yeah, Pico needs to be careful here because Oak is not a guy that you want to play with flags. No. I mean, if you have an advantage, you need to capitalize on it.
Yeah. Oh, the grab! He capitalizes in style.
Yeah.
Nice.
And snaps his fingers. Beautiful. Congratulations to Oak, third place. And Pico is now in the grand final, and will save one character. Let's see who he's going to save. He's going to save Connor. Okay. So let me tell him how this works. He's probably listening when I'm also going to write. All right, so we're gonna do the same way as in the winners bracket. So we're gonna play 2 fights and gonna switch characters. Obviously, if I win both fights, I win. But if not, then after that we are going to play until nobody has characters left. So for example, he could even win the first 2, and I would have a character left, and I could still beat him by using that same character twice against him. So that's the different type of fight here. Anyway, let's do it. So I'm going to start on the left, and he is going to be on the right. This is the grand final. I have 3 characters left. Pico has 2 characters left, but as I said, we're gonna play until nobody has any characters left. And let's see. I think I might start with Connor here. He seems like a good vanguard to throw there in the battle. And we'll see who Pico picks. He also has a Connor of his own. Yeah, he's going with Marta.
Doesn't want the potential push fight, I suppose, which makes sense.
Yeah. He is yeah, he's on a roll here with Marta. Let's see.
Yeah, that as well.
What's gonna happen?
Double. Pico's so good at doing that. Setting up a stab. Dipping under there and just drives it through when the first one fails. Sometimes you need that with Martin. Wow. That was nice. You need that tenacity sometimes, just to keep going even if the first attack doesn't seem to be working as you were hoping. Sidestep attempts there, but he gets stabbed in the chest. No kill, however, for Venator. Big cut from Venator, doesn't beat the blade. But yeah, that stab does connect.
Yeah, it's a good stab. It's kind of slow, but it kind of travels like Sam's thrust.
In Cortada, but yeah, he's so good with that dash back. Play Ezekiel. Ooh. But Venator scores another. Dash forward, dash back. Pico blocks the cut. Good patience. Lands a little bit of a graze. And then a stab again. Right when you think you've got the opportunity. There's a point in your face. And it happens to aim up, so that is often how you do the COVID exam. Good retreat A, actually. This is not a move that is seen often, but I think it is quite underrated. Maybe not usually as good as back Y, but I think here it was the perfect move. Back Y might have been blocked. Good dash. Yeah, Venator sensing, though, that Pekla was a little slow on the reaction there. And so keeping up the pressure was the correct course of action there. Goes low, but there it is. That same stab.
Yeah, he's not even moving. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It might be a thrust cancel. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
In which case, we might need... Yeah, similar to what Calc does. Nice. That is very scary with someone like Marta, though. Just minimal effort, but a good result. Yeah, you can see he's trying to set up a stab. Goes for a cut. Push. Good dash back, though. Exactly what Pekla needed. Perfect reaction. He's very good, actually, at reacting to those. I think that one flag, Pekla just really felt the pressure and so found it difficult. There he lands it again, and obviously Venator didn't see it coming. But yeah, good pressure. That's what Venator needs. He just needs to get in there. And Pekla needs to prevent him from doing that. So easier said than done, though, exactly for that reason. Oh my gosh, that's, in some ways, that's worse than back Y. You can't even read it. Nicely done.
Nice.
I wonder which thrust that is. Is that the? It doesn't look like the jab,
X.
so I'm
It's
kind
the
of curious.
X,
Okay.
Neutral X. All right, we're gonna swap sides, and now it's we're down to two characters each. Now Pico will have to switch to his other character, to Connor. And I will go with Jan. And after that, we're gonna see.
This will be.
And after this, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying, this is pretty huge for Pekla. He hasn't won a tournament in a while, actually. He's done well, but he hasn't found those opportunities to get to the finals, so... Very good points on the line for him, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually the type of tournament that kind of favors versatility.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, the London. Yeah, I had a feeling he was setting that one up. I think Venator knew it too. Didn't want to say it. Low guard, actually, which is not something seen often. Into London after the low cut, and yeah, that's the strength of Connor. If you can mix up your intentions, it can be very difficult to react. And that's where moves like the London really become powerful, when they can be launched when you're not expecting your opponent to throw them. What a really bad Connor player will do is they'll fixate on the London a bit too much, and I know from experience because that's what I have done historically before. And if your opponent is able to then just focus on countering that one move, it can end pretty badly. But Pico is not only using multiple attacks, but he's also doing some interesting cancels. So this Connor is not a Connor that Venator probably fights all that much. And it's probably much harder to read than most. Snap cuts there, but Venator calls it out with the chop. And Pekla was a bit tired too, so very well placed attack. Corkscrew this time. Pekla's got to be careful. Would be pretty bad if he fumbled it here. He's doing so well. The London and the corkscrew, and they cancel, which is probably a pretty predictable outcome given their reputations. The cork is... Ooh, it's done from maybe too close there. Yeah, I think it's a decent move here. You just... Yeah, there it is. He landed it just now. You have to set it up. It's not the kind of thing you just throw for the sake of throwing. Upcut into London is nasty. And a combo I haven't seen before. Well, I think it's a manual combo, technically. But you know what I mean. But Venator has scored one. Still not clear who's going to win this one. Oh, and yeah, it's even now. Chop and catches Pekla in the middle of something there. Yeah, Venator's doing really good with that, throwing some preemptive attacks to catch Pekla when he's doing his shenanigans to interrupt them. Pekla's got to be careful. Got to stay solid. Chop almost hit by the thrust, but the retreat Y was a very good idea. And the cork, there it is, straight to the neck.
GG. Alright, we're going to swap sides again. And Pico has Marta left. And I have Isabella and Jan. I have to use Isabella now. And if he beats my Isabella, then we're gonna do Jan versus Marta for the final.
Yeah. Yeah, so definitely has gotten tougher for Pekla, but at least he has his strongest character, at least today, to use now.
Oh, give me my sword back.
That's nasty. Yeah. Thrust. Oh, but the high guard actually. No kill, but Marta is very tired. Pekla dashes back, somehow blocking. Blade was in the way. Yeah. I mean, at that point, a lot of stamina was spent there, I would say. Plus blocking actually spent stamina. So at least that high guard cut paid dividends there, even though it didn't kill right away. Yeah, and that's where the high guard cut can work on Marta, if you're making sure it's landing and you're not just beating the blade. Stab from Pekla. Yeah, here Pekla is getting a bit too close. And sort of trying to brawl with Isabella. Again, yeah. And I think Venator's aware of that thrust that Pekla was just throwing. So what he's doing is he's throwing high guard cut to make sure that hit's guaranteed. The magnetic blades again and the stretchy arms, but yeah, that's actually a smart usage of that move. Goes for the B cut, a little bit too much of a wind-up, it looks like. Pekla might want to switch it up, though. Because this is actually looking, all of a sudden, pretty difficult. High guard cut, this time hits the bowl, so not the hand. That hand protection saving Pekla. But if it was a little bit closer, that would have been a very different story. Yeah, she's actually got very substantial hand protection there. Hit to the head. There's a stab. Very smart from Venator. Needs one more, and yeah, trading with the cut, not the best idea. Venator, excuse me, managed to take it.
Yeah, great fight. And props to Pico, though. He lost in the first round, but then came back to the final and put up a great fight in the final as well. Got the second place today. It was great fun with these three characters. Some interesting plays, some interesting counters, I have to say. Really enjoyed it. And yeah, so I'm gonna end this stream right now because actually, let me see if there are players in the second event. I didn't even check if somebody wants to play or not.
Yeah, make sure you sign up, guys.
Just the two people. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it open for like 10 more minutes. We would need technically we would need 6 people. to start the event, because we can do like a short round robin. Yeah, so if you're watching and you want to compete, there's another link in announcements, and I'm gonna keep it open until so it's 10:18 right now. I'm gonna leave it until 10:30, so 12 minutes. And if we get 6 players by then we're gonna play. If not, we're gonna leave it for Friday. So thank you for
Yeah,
guys for watching. Subu, will you be helping with the next one if it happens?
yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. All right then. Okay, I'm gonna stop this stream and